What's your title?
Commanding Officer of New Brunswick. This is in Pennsylvania, believe it or not.
You were in Pennsylvania?
I was down there actually working with the state police and our counterparts. They're trying to understand actually the shale gas industry. The industry down here is not the way it's projected here, really. It's the way that they do it down there, the economy, everything, it's all changed.
Did you drink the water down there?
I did. There's no issue with the water.
Really?
No.
We've done the work. We've taken 2 years
Yes,
to
but
build
Premier
the
Howard.
most robust regulations.
My name is Terry Greenwood.
My name is Ron Gula.
My name is Sue Kinji.
My name is Matthew Manning.
I live in Washington County, Western Pennsylvania.
I live in Washington County, Pennsylvania.
I am a former resident of Bradford County, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Franklin Township, Pennsylvania.
We moved to Bradford County in the 70s for the health and well-being of our children. We wanted fresh air, clean water, and an organic garden. We had that until the industry moved in.
The industry keeps stating that everything is anecdotal. There are no water wells contaminated.
There is problems with this going on in Pennsylvania that have been covered up by the Pennsylvania government. I don't think that you're getting information from the gas companies.
The industry keeps stating no signs of cattle or livestock being harmed or people's health being harmed.
There's health issues.
I lost cattle on my farm, lost my water.
I'm personally affected. My water well was affected in 2011 with high levels of methane and high element levels.
And if you bring it into New York, you'll have the same problems.
And there's just a whole lot more to it.
Now I'm a grandmother, and I was concerned it's no longer a safe environment for children. My husband and I decided it was too dangerous to live there. So we packed up, sold the farm, and are now living in New York.
This happened to me on my farm.
There's over 800 people now affected in their water wells.
It ruins your property and ruins your life.
There's problems all over the state.
To the governor of New York, Mr. Como, if you don't believe me, you're welcome to come to my farm and I'll show you what the destruction of gas drilling does on your property. Water is more important than gas.
And make sure that everybody's health is number one on the list, because the money isn't everything. When the health is gone, the environment's gone. It don't matter how much money you got, you can't eat the money.
You don't benefit nothing. It's just the gas industry it benefits.
They've been showing these commercials of people that have been using their land for the drilling sites. And they're saying that they're just farming now for fun. Well, good for them, because they got paid a lot of money for these drilling sites. But the poor little guy that's working for a living and isn't so well off, they're paying the ultimate price.
I'm living in an industrial wasteland now. I get to deal with explosions, high traffic, stinky air, and having no water. So yeah, that's my nice rural community is now an industrial wasteland.
Well, we're sick. I had a real bad nosebleed for no reason at all. I almost died in that house. I bled so bad that I had to get operated on. Now, the doctors asked me, have you been around any chemicals? Have you been around any battery acid? Have you been around this? Have you been around? And I'm telling them, no, not that I know of. I don't know why this happened to me. Well, I know why now.
When you're so used to being healthy, it's not fun getting sick and not knowing why.
Don't let them sneak in. We all have breathing problems, coughing. We just want answers, that's all. We want answers. And we expect our government to give us answers.
We need a politician
is what we need. We need a politician to start speaking up for us. And that's a shame that we don't have one.
It doesn't matter how far down the wells are drilled in the United States, people's wells have become contaminated.
If you're reelected, how fast does fracking get your son and everybody else home? How many jobs? How fast?
Well, Steve, a good example is what's taking place today in Penobscot.
Welcome to Penobscot, New Brunswick's dirty little secret.
These people in Penobscot went 5 years without any normal water delivery. They had to get their water delivered in 18-wheelers.
People in the Penobscot area already know firsthand how their wells can be adversely affected by drilling. In their case, their wells went dry.
We're damn tired. I just want it to be over and done with. I just want them to do the right thing.
This is the story of what happened in Penobscot over the last few years.
I get my water that runs off the roof of the garage and into a barrel. Then I lift it with a tractor and set it over and pump it down cellar.
There's 60 homes that had water and now are paying for water. It was shortly after they did the seismic testing that our water turned very brown, almost like chocolate milk.
This map is an aerial view of the Penobscot area, and it shows the old mine that's been in operation since the 1980s. And the new mine will be going across the road over here. The red markings are the mining shafts underneath the ground, and they followed the old Trans-Canada Highway all the way through Penobscot. The yellow stars are the wells and springs that have been lost over the last 10 years approximately.
When they lost their water, the potash company and Corridor Resources decided that it wasn't their responsibility to replace the water, because there was no way to prove that the loss of the water in the farms was a result of the mining efforts.
The white dots are subsidence monuments that the mine have put in to measure how much the ground is settling, that is sinking, and moving sideways, because the ground is doing both.
Something happened here on this property. My front porch steps separated from the house that day. I had just painted them.
If they want to turn it into an industrial park, then buy us out.
I think I paid enough taxes in my time that I shouldn't have to sign a contract now that I can have a glass of water.
It's a chance to make money, but my first priority is to protect the water for the people in New Brunswick.
Lost the water, our well, and we had a driller in and put the well down again, and then we lost that in 2 weeks. Or got Riley, we couldn't use it. So then I got the well driller back again and went down 140 feet. And it lasted about 3 weeks. Then it went dry.
We've done the work. We've taken 2 years to build the most robust regulations.
I've only been in your province since about 11 o'clock yesterday morning, but I've heard some doozies. I can't believe some of the things I've heard. Gas wells on floodplains and gas wells and pipelines being built over subsidence areas, active subsidence areas where additional subsidence is expected. I mean, that's just stupid. It's foolish. It's asking for trouble. I mean, you've seen how important casing and cementing is to wellbore integrity. Okay, if you're moving rock mass centimeters or meters, you can't expect that protection system to last. You can't expect pipelines that are designed for no subsidence to experience centimeters of subsidence and not overstress a pipeline. It's nonsense. It shouldn't be done. I don't know what else to say. It's obvious. I'm speaking as an engineer. It's stupid. Don't do it.